Hey, I'm going to use this video to talk about the day 11 exercise, and I have already downloaded this file. And let me change my name here. Okay. Well, there are three questions for today's exercise, and if you look at all three of them, and what you find is, well, I'm testing you how to add another exit in the body of the iteration. It could be a for loop, it could be a while loop, but you have to add another exit. Okay, so let me talk to you about the first one. So we are creating a number guessing game. Well, at first you have to create a random number between 1 to the max, and the max is given here. Okay, it's given by the color. So first thing you want to get randomly generate a number between 1 to max. And if you scroll down to the very bottom, and I'm using 10 here, so you are generating a number between 1 to 10 with 1 and 10 both included. And after that, you are going to ask the user to guess. Well, and if user guess something higher and you want to tell, okay, try smaller number, and otherwise you can give user the hint like say try larger number. And if the user guessed the number correctly, that's good, and you can finish this game. And there's another way to finish that game. That is, well, if they type a 0. If the user types a 0, and then it also means we want to quit this game. So there are two possible exits. One, the user guesses correctly, and number two, the user types a 0 and say, oh, guess what, I want to quit. Okay, so well, the very first thing to solve this problem is you want to get the answer. So say answer equals random dot rand int, and then between, I believe I say 1 to max. Okay, so that is between 1 comma max. So that is the correct answer. And well, and then we want to get the user's guess first. Okay, so you can say please guess a number between 1 and 18, but I'm using 18 in this example. However, in the color I'm using 10, so I'm gonna grab this line and say user guess equals int input, and then using this one as a prompt. But for this one, instead of a 18, I should put a 10 here, right? So I'm going to use a string formatting here, dot format, and then I'm using the max. So this is how I can get the user's input. Well, and this part looks a little bit weird. So this is the int. I'm casting whatever user gives me to an integer number, and then for the input, this is how I can show a prompt and then get the user's input, right? And inside, I'm using a string formatting here to plug in the 10 at this place. Okay, well, before I move on, how about I just run this code for now? And okay, yep, it shows a prompt, and if I get a 9, and okay, nothing happens, but nothing crashes either. Okay, and after that, I'm going to do a while user guess not equals the answer, and then I'm going to start this iteration. And this is the indefinite loop because I don't know when the author is going to guess correctly. And for the while loop, it means as long as the user's answer is not the right answer yet, and I'm going to give user some feedback. So I want to check the condition. If user's guess is greater than answer, and then I'm going to print try smaller number, and otherwise I'm gonna print try larger number. Oops, I spelled that wrong. And eventually, if the user finishes this iteration, this means the user guesses the number correctly. And this is how this iteration can finish normally, right? Let me try this. I want to do a good job. Okay, because if the user enters the while loop right belongs to the while, this means the user guesses the number correctly because this condition is no longer true anymore. Well, remember so far I haven't really added the exit yet because, well, here if we are doing a 0, this means the user forces this game to end. Well, we haven't done this part yet, but let me just play this game once. Well, let me guess it 5. Oh, I think there is a infinite loop in this case. So why? Because I didn't ask the user to type in again. Well, this is the first time that the user types for me, but if it is not correct, I tell the user guess larger or guess smaller, but I didn't ask give the user another chance to give me another number, so I missed this line of code. So let me try this again. Let me guess 8 this time. Try smaller number. How about 5? Try smaller number. 3? Try smaller number. 1? Okay, yep. And then when I guess 1 and it gives me good job, so well, this is the way that I can guess, I can keep on using the hint to guess the number correctly. Okay, so far this part is almost done. Well, and remember you have to read this description. If the input is 0, we quit this game. We quit this game, well, but we don't finish running the whole program. So we only finish this iteration, right? So how do you do that? Well, how about here? We add if users guess equals 0, and then if that is 0, we say, okay, you are quitting this game. We know that. So we print exiting this game, and then how do we finish this iteration? That is a break, right? So break here. Well, now we have two possible exits. One is if the user guesses correctly, and then we finish this game. Another way is if the user types a 0, well, this means the user doesn't want to continue anymore, and then we finish this iteration. So let me run this code. And, well, let me guess 8. Try smaller number, and then I got bored, and then I type 0. And it will say exiting this game, and then this iteration is finished. Okay, well, this is an example that we can create a iteration with two possible exits. The normal exit, we guess it correctly, and another hasty exit when we don't want to continue anymore, and we do that with a break. Okay, well, let me say a little bit more thing about the exam. This video is for Monday, and then on Wednesday we are going to have the written exam. And before the written exam, I'm going to post a few sample questions. It's not a whole exam paper, but I'm going to show you a couple of questions, and you can see what are the type of the questions I will ask in the exam. Okay, and then on next Monday we are going to have a coding exam. And again, before the coding exam, I'm going to give you a couple of the sample questions, and I will possibly also make a video just walk you through how to solve the questions. Well, and for the coding part, well, there will be some testing code. Well, and for daily exercises, we have the testing code like this. But for the coding exam, and we will have even longer testing cases, and then you will also receive some of the feedback from the test cases. So I will walk you through the setup of the coding exams too. Okay, yep. Good luck for the midterm. Bye.